that you can buy new right now that'll do that is a Trail 125. But I am not willing to pay ADM. Hey folks, you have joined me on a very special day. Earlier today, I went down to SoCal Honda Power Sports in Carson, California, and I picked up what is probably the first 2023 Trail 125 sold in the United States. I've wanted one of these bikes since they first came out, but I never pulled the trigger. I didn't want to pay dealer markups, all that kind of stuff. When they announced the 2023 officially on April 18th, I called up a Powerhouse dealer, which I figured would be the first ones to get them, and I put a deposit down. A few weeks later, which would have been Thursday, I got the call. I said I'll be over first thing Saturday morning. Today is Saturday. I was in and out in, I don't know, 15 minutes. Didn't even look to see what the fees were until I got home. I just wanted to get in and out. So here we are. I did end up paying ADM, much as I didn't want to, but I did. Got tired of waiting, and we got on the road. First impressions, it's not as small as I thought it was, or it would be. It's not too cramped. Ooh, that's different. Be careful with that one. You gotta learn how to use this bike. 1, 2, 3, go. Cruising along at a leisurely pace. Had 0 miles on it. We have 1 mile on it now, so I don't want to do anything too crazy right now. Just kind of putzing around town. I haven't adjusted the preload yet. The 2023 has preload adjustment on the rear. I have not done that. This is actually the first mini moto I've ridden, so I don't know what it's supposed to be like. It feels like the front brake's a little soft. But we shouldn't be going super fast anyway. So I'm definitely going to have to adjust that preload, because it is a bouncy boy. So I should also tell you that the bike officially has a name, and that name is Booger. Got my first wave. It's pretty neat. Booger the bike, because it's green. The dealer that I bought it from had 3. All 3 were sold. I was, I guess, first in line, at least first to show up. We'll go this way. Gotta get used to this clutch. Auto clutch. It's pretty neat. I don't have the problems that I do with my Ural with this. I would like some more butt space. My butt does sit on the bar, but that's to be expected. I am 6'2" and 217 pounds. Subject to change. Well, height won't change, but the weight will. I'm trying to get under 200, but that's for another time. This is so much fun. It's like a bicycle, but you don't have to pedal, and you don't have to charge it, and it gets, I don't know, what, 100 miles a gallon, so that's fun. So this was sitting in the showroom for all of, I don't know, 6 hours maybe. I got the call Thursday afternoon at 4 that it had arrived, but it was still in the crate. And then so it was probably uncrated on Friday. So that's wide open in A gear. I don't know what gear that is. If any bike should have an on-off switch for throttle. You either have it or you don't. It would be this. Oh, is that third gear? I'm not gonna get my gear straight. Whee! Seriously? First gear. Second gear. Having a good old time. Definitely have to rev match with this semi-auto. I guess we got a tuck for this. The speed limit is not 35, but that's about all we can do right now. I'm not trying to wind it out with a few miles on it. I mean, it is slower than the Ural, but only just. I am at full throttle. 32 miles an hour. 31. 30. Full tuck. Fourth gear. Third gear. Let's try this again. Definitely feel like Dumb and Dumber. Somebody took my picture. Third gear, full throttle. 34, 35, 34, we'll say 34. 34, 32. I can see why this bike is not allowed on the interstate. I am a motorcycle. Please acknowledge me. Hey, a speed limit that we can do. I appreciate that. What is happening? What is happening? I don't understand. Yoink! Oh, we're speeding. Let's slow her down there, buddy. Let's slow her down. As I mentioned, I did pay ADM. I didn't even ask. They told me how much it was and I paid it. I've waited long enough. But if you actually want to know how much I paid, let me know and I'll do a video about that. It's not a secret, but I just don't want to volunteer that information unless anybody actually cares. I am going to try very hard to be selective with the modifications I do on this bike. I don't want to do anything engine related. I don't do anything to deal with reliability. I was going to put shocks on. I still might, but we'll see how I haven't adjusted the preload. We're going to see about the preload. And then I really can't see anything behind me. These mirrors are terrible. So I need mirrors. First and foremost, I need mirrors. I need some sort of phone holder, quad lock. For sure, USB power. I have a collapsible crate already. Probably do something else eventually, but I have a crate. Some sort of rack system, auxiliary gas for sure, because I want to do a 1K in a day on this. I want to do the LA B to V this Thanksgiving if my wife will let me. She usually has plans after Thanksgiving Christmas decorations and whatnot. And I wanted to do the scooter cannonball, but I can't do that because it's next month, I think. And I just can't. I can't do that right now. Okay, buddy. Just help yourself to my speed, I guess. Is it slower than the Ural? I don't know. I think when I'm less worried about RPM, I can test it out better, but I don't know. You know, there's been some questions about how much this costs to insure. For 1 year, added to my current policy, which also has a gold wing and a Ural, it's $143.03 from Progressive for full coverage and all that good stuff. Roadside assistance, which I guess I really don't need, because you could just, you know, pick this up in the back, put it in the back of a truck if you had to. See what we can do downhill. 43, 44, 40. Oh, man, that is just killing my speeds. Yay! Oh, come on. It will do speeds, not high speeds. Still full throttle in third gear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let some of these people by next. In the next one, I'll have to stop here. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Worth noting, we are, I don't know, approaching 6,000 feet of elevation. And we are climbing the whole way, so it's not going to be very quickly. If any bike makes you realize you need to go on a diet, it would be this one. Whee! Am I catching up? I feel like I'm catching up. Maybe a little bit. You know, I hope this audio is halfway decent. I got a different mic, and I've been trying to make it work better. I'm just struggling with audio. It almost makes you not want to do it anymore just because you just keep struggling with it. But I do enjoy the video process. Just wish I had more time. Everybody wants more time. That's just how it is. My scooter bros. Catching up. Slow down. Slow down. Whee! Nice. Another 40 zone. I might be able to reach that. It actually kind of feels less nimble than the Goldwing, if you can believe that. Slightly. Certainly not at slow speeds. This is way more nimble. But going in the turns, the Goldwing seems more eager to tip over, or you know what I'm saying. Lean over, probably the right word for it. Can I stand up on it? I mean, I can, but wow, yeah. I need to adjust the preload. I'm very bouncy, and I need risers. Probably order some risers today. So. Well, I'm gonna stop by my dad's house. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Dad visit complete. I sure wish I could see behind me, but I can't. We'll see if the mood strikes me if I'm gonna stop and get... Oh, come on. Come on. Yay! Let's see if I stop and get a beer. Let's see if I stop and get a beer when we get to the place to buy beer. Definitely some opportunity to be less bouncy. I don't know if preload's gonna fix that. Probably not. That's rebound. When I first wanted this bike, I was over 300 pounds, and it's not even rated for that, so I can only imagine how rough this ride would be, or how scary this ride would be if I weighed that much. Yes, it needs suspension work. 100%. I would say there's a lot more torque in the Ural engine. This is where that extra 500 cc's comes in. Extra cylinder, all that good stuff. The mighty trail's only enemy, a hill. I think we will stop, see what kind of beer we got at the Little Bear bottle shop. Since my grocery store that I usually get beer is gone, it collapsed in the snow. Let's see what they got. Oh. This would be good. So we got us some pear cider, which I quite enjoy, from the bottle shop. No, I guess we'll go home. I guess that's the most important test. Can you go get beer with the Trail 125? Yes, you can. Although we got cider. Guess we'll have to test it again, because this was a cider test and not a beer test, and we have to confirm that it can also carry beer. We need to be thorough in our testing. That is important. Maybe we'll go the back way. Did I already miss it? I don't think so. Ow. That's what you get for wearing a t-shirt. I'm constantly getting hit by bugs, and it hurts. I'm a delicate flower. Watch out for the potholes. Like getting dirty already. Snow melt still. It is May. There's some potholes here. Very potholey. These grips are terrible too. I do have replacement grips. I use the same grips on all my bikes, Owry grips. Don't fix the road, just put a cone in it. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's a gigantic hole too, jeez. So many holes, so many holes. Jeez. It's a hole. And away we go. Definitely doesn't, the brakes aren't nearly as strong as the Goldwing brakes. So the Goldwing's got what, 6 pistons? Big old brakes, this little baby brakes. Gotta use front and rear. Ooh. It's a very, I don't know, it's pretty cramped. A little cramped in the leg area, I suppose. Not much I can do about that. I don't want to put a longer seat on because I want to keep the rack useful. But it's, your legs aren't cramped. They're not the most comfortable. The seat, I guess we'll see if the seat's terrible. It probably is. Hasn't bothered me yet, but I do think the handlebars could use some work. Can't. No one on the bike can be any slower, so I need to limit how much weight I put on it. Or lose a pound for every pound I put on the bike. We'll see. Oh, we got Polaris whatnots. They're not terrible. I'd take one if somebody gave it to me. There's good ones. It is just a shell now. It'll come back next year, maybe. Didn't say how much that KLX is cost. Bought my one bike this year. No more bikes. Keep saying it. Maybe I can stick to that. It's the last one. Hey, puppy. I need I'll get the oil filter. I don't know if they'll be open tomorrow. I guess. We'll just pretend like we didn't remember. 20 speed limit. We can do 20. Yeah, it's a little bike. He's littler than me. Oh, don't do that, person. See? Anyway, we're going to end it here. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.